I tell you what, I'm James. I'm Irish because I'm becoming bloody. No. Sorry, I self-identify as Indian. I'm sure my Indian viewers will like that because I tell you what, I don't want to be identified as British anymore. I'm just too ashamed. It just gets worse. The Labour Party do not have a mandate. Now, maybe Jeff Taylor, who's one of these talking heads, would tell you what a mandate is. The problem is that Keir Starmer is talking like Clinton. He's talking the new Labour sort of tactic, which is renewal and change. And that's what Bill Clinton sort of campaigned on. Well, his wife was a carpet muncher, yeah? And that's why there was basically a tacit arrangement that, you know, what goes on in the Oval Office stays in the Oval Office. Now, again, you can tell I'm outside of UK. Gotta hate the place. And now we've got this little creep with streating. Now, personally, and any Bobites watching, you'll give me crap about this when I go to the park. I have no problem with the law as it is, apart from the fact we shouldn't be promoting this shit in our schools, literally. You don't need to be teaching kids were they born in the right body. You do not need to be teaching kids about, LGBT plus. Piss off. It should be made illegal to talk about the whole thing. Now, we're streating. Oh, they're doing their little in Labour jokes now. He's responding saying, I absolutely want so-and-so to stay in his job. Oh. He calls himself a Christian. Now, I respect someone's view. I mean, I've got one I've got one gay friend, very happy. And I hope he doesn't watch this video because he's a nice guy. He's made his choice under the law. Yeah? But there is no way you can call yourself a Christian and be gay. Now, the trouble is that the LGBT movement hijacked the word gay. I mean, if you look it in the dictionary, it means that you're happy. And this little fag, streating, yeah, wants to be prime minister. He's trying to be all kind of, I mean, it's just getting embarrassing. Keir Starmer did not have a clear mandate. He basically hid from the electorate in July while Farage split the Conservative vote. But I understand why he did this, because if we'd have had another 5 years of Rishi, we would have had the same crap. Farage is right. There's been a change of management. So I'm just embarrassed to be British at the moment. Not because I am. I mean, I've seen what, certain people are doing in Poland. I can understand anyone wanting to move to Poland. Lovely country. Absolutely lovely. And people will be staring at me going, oh, James, you're not telling us where you are. Well, mind your own business. Do you know what I mean? It seems that this channel will not get me into trouble, and this video will not get me into trouble. If Wes Streeting becomes Prime Minister, I am going to try and claim asylum somewhere. Because these people are the maniacs who've basically taken over my country and started taking over it from 1997. Personally, I would repeal certain laws. Personally, I would bring back Section 28. Teaching this stuff is a joke. I am sorry. Yes, I was born in the right body. You are born male and female. A transgender who participates in the Olympics is a man. End of story. So, if some zippy called Wes Streeting becomes Prime Minister, oh my God, I'd almost rather have Andy Burnham or Sultana Brown or Corbyn. Now, let me explain again the Constitution to those people demanding a general election. these idiot far right. Farage is the only one calling this correctly. It will be the financial markets who bring down this hell show. But the trouble is, what any incoming government can do to rescue this situation is almost, I think it's almost impossible. I am a patriot. I am calling out the idiots on the far right. Turning Point is run by money launderers. Come and sue me. That was a joke, by the way, for anyone viewing in this country. When I'm saying I support the restoration of Section 28, that was the law prohibiting the teaching of homosexuality in schools, which is the case across most of Asia, the Middle East, apart from Israel. Again, people will basically go at me for saying that. As far as the law in Britain is at the moment, I would keep it as it is, except I would stop any discussion of this in our schools. The other problem you've got is the issue of, conversion therapy, things like that. But where streating is not, even if he does become Prime Minister, he's actually got to win his seat in Ilford. Good luck with that, Wes. So yes, being a bit, this is an offshore channel. This is beaming the news and telling the truth to Britain and saying what people think. It's just getting embarrassing. Yes, the Labour Party need to go. How that happens, I do not know. I have called on this channel for civil disobedience. In some ways, I think there has to be civil economic disobedience for something to actually give. You elected these jokers, David Lammy, Lisa Nandy. You've put these people in power. You got 3.5 more years of these jokers. And by that time, the financial markets would have had enough. Yeah? We've got a finance minister, I will use international terminology, about to hike taxes again. What will happen is that tax revenues will fall. You've already got Rio Ferdinand moved to Dubai. As I say, it's getting embarrassing. Ed Sheeran has moved to the United States for the foreseeable future. Now, of course, what's his name? Sheeran, dresses a demon for his songs. His songs are potentially demonic. He's gone to America. He'll give some BS excuse. He's gone because Starmer is going to tax the hell out of him. He doesn't want to do this. Rich people have a habit of not wanting to pay tax. So the rich get away without paying the high taxes. It's the middle and the working class who are paying these high taxes. Expect 21 or 22 pence in the pound VAT, that's GST if you're international, and expect at least 1 or 2p on income tax. She is going to carry on taxing and people are going to carry on leaving. And I pity the people in UK. I just hope I don't get fired. I'm not going to get fired, I think, because it is now an embarrassment to be British. I'm going to get a paper bag with maybe an Irish leprechaun or a Polish thing and say, I am too ashamed to be British. It's a joke. It's a joke. Why on earth? And by the way, again, to these Bobite far-right idiots, the leftists are still hugely in number. Expect the following. The Labour Party is going to descend into chaos, and then Ed Davey will reach across the floor to the wet Conservatives and people some Labour and form a new party. This is chaos. Yeah. Now, those people will say the Uni Party. It's not some kind of big plot. It's the fact that the radicals and the Labour Party the centrists, and by the way, there is no such thing as the centrists, will try and sort of form some kind of government. Again, the Lib Dems have about 70 to 80 MPs. I don't know how many wet Conservatives there are left, but then the Conservatives are also now worried for their seats because they've seen the polling data. It's chaos. It is literally the house of chaos rather than the Hall of Westminster. Please, somebody have some ideas on how to end this Labour government. I'm going to bed.